Hi everyone, in this video I'd like to talk about the vision we have of reality and of the construction of the world and of our dimension in our minds. We think that the vision we have of the world and of our own life is the perfect way of approaching the world at the external dimension. In reality, it's our mind, the one who creates and constructs the world the way we know it. In the adult stage of our life, we reach the capacity of see reality the way the most of people on this earth see it. And we think that when a person gets old, just loses this capacity, this ability of seeing the world in the right way. Well, the truth is very different according to me, because the world, the universe, aren't a thing that is given to us before we are born. That's to say, there isn't a world, a reality, a universe before we perceive it. It's us who manage to create and elaborate the world and the reality the way we see it. If we don't perceive reality, the world, just reality and world don't exist anymore. So when we have a person who gets too old to see the world, to remember the reality the way we see and perceive it, this doesn't mean that this person gets more unlucky, weaker, and more stupid than us. He just gets a new way of creating reality in his own way, because reality is our invention, and so so is reason and the way we have of approaching the material dimension we live in. The same words we can use for the handicaps and the mental handicap, and the way that invalid people have of seeing the world. We think that these people are born just unlucky and unable to see the world as we see it, but this is not true, because these special people, have their own way of creating the world, of seeing it, and the world they see is the real world to them, as the world we see is the real one for us. So we have no right of judging disabled people or old people, even the younger kids, for the way they have of interpreting our dimension in their own way. we can just force them to see the world the way we see it, to remember the things we remember, just because we hate to share the vision we have of the world with other different way of seeing it. So, to delude ourselves into the thought that the reality is one, that what is one, and one is the way of seeing them. We just think that we are lucky, we are young, we are powerful, and the way we see reality is the best one because our minds are still at their best. This is completely wrong, and we must accept that there is not a world outside of us. There is not universe. There is not the material reality we imagine outside our minds. We can just accept the way we see the world because it's our reason who managed to create this kind of universe. But we cannot impose it to other people or to other animals or to other existing beings on this planet. We just need to consider things in a more relative way, so that there is not one way of perceiving ourselves. We need to accept the fact that we are just incomplete beings, and that space and time are not eternal. Eternal is just our imagination. That get to creating space and time in another dimension in order to gratify itself. But the truth is that all that surrounds us is our own invention. And one day, this imagination will come to an end, and we'll come to see the real aspect of everything. That's to say, the perfect nothing that surrounds us from the beginning of time. Thank you for listening to me, and see you in the next video.